In a quiet village nestled deep within the rural woods of Northern Virginia, there lived two orphan siblings, Lucas and Alina Alderwood. Lucas, just 17, had the eyes of an old soul, a boy forced to grow up too fast after the sudden, mysterious death of his parents. Alina, his 13-year-old sister, was soft-spoken, curious, and brave in her own quiet way. She often wandered to the edge of the Silent Hill forest, staring into the misty woods, as if something called her. The two lived alone in their crumbling wooden cottage, passed down from generations. The roof leaked when it rained. The floors creaked with every step. But it was home, the only place they had. Lucas worked odd jobs around the village to repay an old family debt. He chopped firewood for grumpy old Mr. Baldwin, fetched herbs for the apothecary, and some days he simply went without food, just so Alina wouldn't have to. Evenings were quiet. Lucas would sit by the fireplace, an arm gently wrapped around Alina's shoulders. He never spoke much about their parents, but his silence was louder than words. One cloudy afternoon, as the wind began to shift and the crows grew restless, Alina stood by the window, watching the trees sway. Alina says, "Lucas, do you think Mama's still watching us?" Lucas paused, placed a hand on her head, and nodded slowly. Lucas replied in a soft voice, "Always." But something was changing. Alina had begun to hear things in her dreams, whispers, voices that came from beyond the forest line. They spoke in riddles, they spoke of keys, of legacies, of forgotten names. And on the night of the red moon, everything changed. One night, Alina woke with a start, sweat clinging to her skin. She had seen a woman in her dreams, a tall, veiled figure standing at the edge of Silent Hill Forest. Her voice echoed like a bell lost in time. Mysterious woman whispering, "Come to the woods, child. Come to the woods, child. Your blood remembers." That morning, Alina said nothing, but she left the house and walked toward the forest. Silence. Wind blowing leaves. Lucas wasn't home. And the village would never be the same again. This was just the beginning. Wait for next part of the story, Haunted Silent Hill.